Then you pay that 50,000, right? Doctor, we have a 50,000 from him, eh?
Okay,
yeah, someone. All right, this is what we're going to do as we wind up. This game is just mainly to know if some of you are engaged, some of you know your friends. Do you know their birthdays? Do you know where they stay? Some of
Let me count here. This guy is not more than 10, man.
We are 10.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Kenny!
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Mingo!
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Mingo!
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Mingo!
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Mingo!
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo groups of 4. Bill. Bill, you failed the exam. It was
4.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Bingo,
bingo, bingo.
bingo.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, bingo. Groups of 20. Watch out, wait. What are you saying? I say 20. Number is not in 20. How many are here? Wacha wewe. 20. Are you
20.
Bingo. Bingo groups of 0. People are sharp, eh? All right, thank you so much. That's all I had for you
Okay,
guys.
those who have not written Karombolombo or those who have written, you can submit in then as we are concluding. Okay, we give ourselves a back. Okay. So as we are sitting, let's give ourselves the abako to the Simba that is leading. Abako, Karamanda, Simba.
All right, let's settle, guys. Hello. Praise and the friend. So are we fine? How many of us don't have our tags? By a show of hands. A tag. How many don't have tags? By a show of hands. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. All right. I hope we are all well. Our first facilitator for the day is already here. Team Simba. So we are going to join hands and welcome Lucy. Lucy is our first presenter for the day. So Simba, please.
So let's take this chance to welcome our facilitator tonight. And okay, what's wrong with it? Okay, let's organize ourselves. Abako, jagala vibe namwe. Abako, Karamanda, the facilitator. Chechu, Karamanda, mwe. Okay. Okay, let's wait for the facilitator in the room.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lucy Onen. I work for Strong Minds Uganda as the Partnerships Programs Coordinator. And today I am very happy to be with you. I have a background in clinical mental health. I started practicing as a lay person when I was young like you, because I had a calling based on my experience or life experience. And because of that, I got so passionate about mental health. So today, I am really here to inspire all of you in one way or the other. It's not going to be a lecture. It's going to be talking about you. You're going to be talking about you. You're going to be talking about life. And you're going to be talking about your own experience. I hope you will enjoy the interaction. Here we don't have projectors. We have only what we need to use for writing. And that means a lot to me. When you get bored, please just stand up and say, hey, 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 Lucy, you're boring me, because I'm a sit-down comedian. I'm not a stand-up comedian, okay? I'm a sit-down comedian. But today I'm going to talk mental health. And this mental health is coming from you because you know better than me, okay? So let's think about, when we talk about health, what does it mean to you as an individual? First of all, I need to ask you, when you're sick, where do you go? No chorus. Where do you go? Yes. Where do you go to the hospital? Please mention your name, and then you tell me your answer.
My name is Sunny Jeremiah. Yes, I go to the hospital.
Great, it goes to the hospital. Any other place? If you're sick? Yes.
My name is Wills. When I'm sick, I go to church.
He goes to church. Great. Any other person? Yes, this side.
When I'm sick, I lock myself in the room until I recover.
He locks himself in the room until he recovers. Great. That's another way. Great.
When I'm sick, go to the mosque.
When he's sick, he goes to the mosque. Great.
I'm Rina. When I'm sick, I self-medicate.
Self-medicated. We have a doctor here who self-medicates herself. Great. Any other person?
My name is William, and when I get sick, I just go to the bush somewhere and I pick some herbal medicines, then drink.
Wow, great, great. Yes, it takes herbal, yeah? Thank you, William.
My name is Edgar. Me, when I'm sick, I just go to the hospital and even to church.
Great, thank you. Church, hospital, herbal medicines, they are coming. Any other? Yes, we have a young lady right there. Beautiful.
My name is Lisa. It depends what the kind of sickness is.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see a psychiatrist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Did you hear what she said? Could you please come again?
I said it depends on the sickness, and let's say I can see a psychiatrist or a therapist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think many people, when they're sick, they know where to go. But also, not talking about you, but in your community or back home in the villages, what do other people do when they're sick? Where do they go to? People have not mentioned that. A mic. Where's the microphone going? That one, and then she comes here.
Evelyn, and they go to the traditional healer.
Mm-hmm. Those ones are great healers. Thank you. You? Mm-hmm. More hands.
I have a friend, whenever he gets sick, he goes to the bar.
Wow, that one goes to the bar. Did you hear that? It goes to the bar when he's sick. Mm-hmm. Any other? Okay. So, I have some activity for you here. Now that I know that you know where to go when you're sick. So just take 5 minutes to answer. It's not supposed to be perfect. This is not examination, not end of semester, not end of term, but just check your knowledge. Are we together on this? Yeah. We can do this, guys. Yeah. I'd like to see the first pair complete. The first pair.
First pair.
Yes. All the first pairs are finished. Kindly, there's no wrong or right answer. Okay? All answers are correct. So kindly write your names. Please, I'm sorry, I apologize. Check yours and pull it out. Okay. Kindly write your name. Which one is yours? Okay. I still have for somebody. Ah, thank you. When we start another session. Okay, you give them to Solomon. After you are done, give them to Solomon. Now that we know where people go, can I have your attention now? Or I give you 1 more minute? One more minute. 1 minute to go. One minute is going to 3 minutes. Okay, can we come back now? Normally when I'm with young people, I would discourage writing because I always organize my staffs. You will get them from Leticia. She's going to provide all the handouts that you need. I've already shared with her. So no need for writing, but pay much attention. You can only, sorry, I'm being too fast. Excuse me? You're welcome. Yeah. If I'm being too fast, please stop me, okay? More copies here. If I'm too fast, please stop me. Yeah. I'm being very inclusive here. And I hope my team here is equally inclusive. Are we together on that? Okay. My speed is terrible, but because of inclusion, I have to be sensitive to everyone's needs. Are we together on this? Yes. Okay, so let us be more accommodative to each other, more appreciative and empathetic. Are we together on this? Okay, so I have been telling you that I walk the journey of mental health. And when we talked about where we go when we are sick, people mentioned so many places. And therefore, now I want to come back to you. When you're not feeling happy, you're feeling distress, where do you go to? Or when you're stressed, where do you go to? Yes.
I go to the internet and watch some TikToks or YouTube videos, so I come.
My name is Lina. I talk to a friend if I'm stressed.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm Vianney. What I do most times, I believe in the music. So I plug in my headsets in the ears, listen to some relaxing music, as well as go out to those happening places and try to talk to people.
My name is Joel. I watch cartoons. Yeah.
Amazing.
My name is Bill, and I play an instrument.
Wow.
Josh, I listen to music.
When I'm not happy, I just go to a friend who makes me happier. Like, for example, making jokes.
My name is Moritz. I find solace in playing the keyboard, so when I'm stressed, I just can play something.
My name is William. When I'm feeling that I'm not happy, I do some sports, some physics, then I calm down. Thank you.
My name is Adeline, and whenever I'm stressed, I listen to music till I can sleep.
Well, I go for fellowship, church fellowship. Okay.
My name is Sarah. I sleep.
Great, Sarah. That's a nice one.
My name is Shama, and I do meditating, and I do what I love most to do.
My name is Rita. I make contemplation a priority.
My name is Emma. For me, when I'm stressed, I either go and do fine art or draw. I do drawing.
Hello, my name is Francis. When I'm stressed, I love swimming. It chills me out.
Okay, good morning. My name is Praise. When the stress is a lot, I work out. When it's moderate, I listen to music. And when it's at its lowest, I meditate.
I'm Wells. When I'm stressed, I visit my grandfather, and more so And also, if he's not available, then I give a call to the friend, to a girl who is my closest friend.
Hello, my name is Momo. When I'm stressed, it depends on the stress, but if I'm stressed, I listen to sad music so that I can cry it out and sleep.
Good morning. Mercy Patience is my name. When I'm stressed, I eat. I find something good to eat.
Hello, my name is Maki. Whenever I'm stressed, I love listening to loud music, so I go to club.
Okay. My name is Issa. Me, when I'm stressed, I believe stress is part of me. It helps me to get the solutions. Me, I concentrate. I start to hunt down what's that stressing me until when I come up with a solution. Even if I do what, stress can never leave me because it needs a solution.
Another person?
My name is Abdul Rahman. Whenever I'm stressed, I go to my friends or any friend of mine and seek for advice.
Thank you. Okay, I think the last person, one last person.
Evelyn, when I'm stressed, if the stress is not so much, I'll drink a beer and sleep.
Wow. That's amazing, Evelyn.
Or I'll call my mom. Somehow she has an answer to everything.
Great. Okay, so somebody wants to speak? Okay. So now we know where we go when we don't feel mentally okay. So when we talk about mental health, it is one of the most forgotten or neglected public health issues, not only in Uganda, Africa, and even in the world. However, in some parts of the world, they're trying their best to make it a priority. But I'm so happy that when you, okay, I've started my speed. Yes, calm down, Lucy, calm down. I'm so happy that when you don't feel well, you know where to go. We have seen so many people in the villages being stigmatized. They're walking either naked, they have weird behaviors, with no one to attend to. This is still our Africa. This is still our world. But when somebody has malaria, the person is going to dash to the doctor very fast. But when somebody has a mental breakdown, it's always very hard for that person to call for help because it has affected the functionality of that person, how the person functions. All of us are here today is because we are in a certain state of mental health. So what I'm saying is, sometimes we go for physical health first, and then mental health second. I come from a family of doctors. We have a ped specialist, we have a radiologist, we have a general physician, we have this guy who is well known in the northern part of the country as a high specialist, is my uncle. And I am the only one in mental health. So when the argument starts in the house, they're like, Now, you hear everybody is talking about Dr. So-and-so, Dr. So-and-so, Dr. So-and-so. Everybody is thinking about the physical, not the mental. And I stand out and say, hey, I'm here. You remember when this and this happened? Sometimes you forget that your mental health drives your development, drives the doctor to do his work well, drives the engineer to do the construction work well, drives the teacher to prepare well. So many projects fail because we don't have a good mental health. You fail in class because you don't have a good mental health. You fail in your relationships because you don't have a good mental health. People are looking at me like, hey, what are you even talking about? I'm talking about you and I. We set very beautiful goals, but we don't achieve them because of poor mental health. And somebody's saying, hey, I'm not mad. That word is stigmatizing. They have mental illness, just like when you are sick and you are on drip, we give you the respect. And so are people who are mentally disturbed, people who are mentally challenged. All of us here, in one way or the other, we are affected at one point in time with any form of mental health condition, whether it being a sleepless night. Some people told me they go to the bar and drink it all. That's amazing, right? But have we ever thought of what mental health is all about? So what is mental health? You want to start? Okay, you have already written the answer there. But what do you think is mental health according to you?
I think mental health is a state of psychological well-being.
Great. Is the psychological well-being? Thank you. Leticia, could you please come and help me write a few things here? These are beautiful answers. Kindly, somebody come and help and co-facilitate with me. Yeah.
Okay. I think mental health is emotional stability.
Come again?
I think mental health is emotional stability.
Emotional stability, great. Emotional stability, psychological well-being. Yes.
Morning, I'm Bernard. I think mental health is how the brain functions.
Okay, it says how the brain functions, right?
Good morning, and my name is Isaac. I think mental health is a condition where a person is psychologically stable and healthy. Like, for example, he's always happy, no stress, no anger, just happy.
Good morning, I'm Brenda, and I think mental health is the state of well-being of someone's state of mind.
Thank you so much. I think because of time, we have to stop there. But in one way or the other, I think we know what mental health is all about. Okay? So, one, I base myself on the World Health Organization definition because that is an informed source that we have. So, for us, we say mental health is a state of physical. When you're sick, you go to a doctor, right? That is part of your mental health. Are we together? Take it seriously. And then mental, physical, which is this, and then mental. If you have ability to think straight, make good decisions, you are not disturbed in your thoughts, then you're mentally healthy. And then social well-being. How do you relate with people? Or even with yourself? How do you relate with others? What is your relationship looking like? Not just a mere absence of disease. Some people think if you are sick, you have a disease, then that is part of mental health. But what I'm trying to say is your overall well-being as a person. So it comprises of the physical. Because there is what we call body-mind dualism. So if mentally, oh, excuse me, can we put our phones aside? I know you can go back to Uncle Google later. Okay? For me, I see everywhere because I have 4 eyes. Can we pay attention? I said we are going to talk. So if you cannot relate well with people, ask yourself why, which could be something happening, could be a traumatic event, could be a life experience, or could be a personality, because that is part of our mental health. Okay? Yes. If you cannot contribute to your community, if you are not productive, ask yourself, why am I not productive? Others are moving forward and I'm moving backward. At one point, I was with the government officials, and then I asked them, how many projects that have been sponsored by World Bank are surviving and are sustainable? They didn't have an answer for me. Because I know so many projects. NUSAF is one of them. Can we mention some of those projects that you know? There is Youth Whatever Action Fund. What? Do you know some of these projects? Big projects, government projects that you know. Hey, are we Ugandans? Somewhere. Do you know any government project that has failed dramatically? I am not saying the government is not doing much, but the most neglected aspect is mental health. You can't give money to somebody who's not functioning mentally to implement. I have worked in the North, and I know what happened in the North. There were so many projects, and there are still so many projects going to fail in the northern part of the country. Please don't misquote me, but that is the truth. These are the people who have suffered trauma, and they're still suffering trauma. Some of them have not been rehabilitated, but they're being given money, they're being given whatever kind of project. NUSAF. If we are supposed to go and evaluate NUSAF without doctoring the results, we'll find that NUSAF has failed 100+%. Why? Mentally, they're not prepared. They're not prepared mentally. Because their ability to think is impaired. Their ability to make sound decisions is compromised. And some of them are physically damaged. So, somebody who has mental health issues, you cannot commit that person 100% to be productive. And that is why you need to be physically healthy, mentally healthy, emotionally healthy, and then socially healthy. For yourself to call yourself that, I am mentally healthy. Are we together on this? Okay. So this brings me to the aspects of emotions, which is a big part of our well-being. All of us are emotional human beings. Who can tell me what emotion is in your own terms? Because we don't have time, I need at least 3 people. What is emotions without going to Uncle Google?
Good morning. To me, an emotion is a state of feeling that is exposed by a reaction to the body.
My name is Emma. I think emotion is the certain feeling one gets. Yeah.
Any other person? I want the last person. Can I have a lady, please?
Amir.
I think that's the last lady. I know you have so many answers.
Emotions. I think emotions is how, like, expression of how we feel, what's with us, like happiness, sadness. Those are emotions.
Thank you, and thank you so much. All your answers are correct. So, emotions is part of our own reactions to an event, a very significant event. For example, some of us are dating now, right? Hey, and that's why when I'm talking, you look at your WhatsApp and smile. Huh? Right? So you receive a message this morning, hi sweetie, I love you so much, you know, I never slept last night. Huh.
Receive such messages.
Hey, and you are here. I said, oh wow. Huh? So that message alone is going to trigger you to feel. How would you feel if it were you?
I'll feel happy.
She's going to be happy because of that message. So that message is an event. Are we together? So the message is an event. That triggered happiness. Are we together? So happiness is a feeling. What else will happen to you when you receive that message?
Okay, you feel from experience. Okay, I bring it in this perspective, like when all of us here at least have dated. So when you're there, okay, let me tell you. You know, everything when it's in initial stage, that honeymoon stage, initial first stage, and they say, "Dear, good morning." There is way how you, yeah. It depends. It depends on how I feel also. Yeah.
Respond to this. Dr. Love is behind. Isa there? Isa.
When a person tells me that perhaps they miss me or love me so much, I feel like I should hug this person back. You feel happier. Yes.
Thank you. The last man standing.
I simply send back a more romantic message.
Wow. More romantic message. So now when we talk about emotion, I need a helper here, please. Somebody help me. So when we're talking about emotion, which is a big part of our mental health, or it's a big part of us all the time, we are talking about one, physiological reaction. An event has happened. You have received that message. We receive. After receiving, at times you feel happy. So an event, put up event here. So event is the message you receive from a boyfriend, a girlfriend. Then this event is going to trigger happiness, which is a feeling. The same event will make you go and hug the person. You want to hug. If possible, go and hug that person. That is a behavior. Which is a behavior? Put here, hug, behavior. Here, feelings. And that same event, the same message would make you start thinking, change your thoughts. Oh wow, I didn't know he loved me this much. He loves me a lot. Oh my goodness. I never knew it. Okay. Oh my gosh. You start thinking. Even if you had broken up, you say, oh honey, you know what? Hey, I didn't know you love this much. You love me this much. You are thinking, start changing. Maybe I need to give him a call. Or I give her a call. You know? So it changes your thought as well. You start thinking differently about the person because of that message. Hey, somebody is dying. Somebody wants to talk. Where's the mic? And
maybe if I'm to interject in, what if he or she sends that message, but then like I've had a bad, like the previous day was not good for me, So I'm like, I'm still angry. I also wake up with that bad energy, and I don't have that energy like to return the positives like she has sent. Then.
Okay, thank you. It will still trigger some kind of emotion because it's an event, okay? The message could be like an event to you. You are not happy with her, okay? It will make you sad. That's the feeling. The action you will do, delete the message. Some people will just delete the message. Are we together on this? And others will start sweating. Physically, you start sweating. Why is she even sending me? Or sometimes you just feel numb, dead. I don't feel anything for her. And then at times you just feel like, oh my goodness, this is surprising. And you start thinking. So when we talk about emotions, we are talking about 4 components. The first component, there should be an event, a significant event. This event will trigger your thoughts, will change your thoughts, how you think about that event. You will start thinking, why did she even send me this message? I didn't expect this message from her. And then, like you said, he's still angry with her. It would make him even more angry. He would even get annoyed. He would get furious. So the second aspect is the feelings. Okay? So the second aspect is the feelings. It's unfortunate I don't have the projector here, otherwise you would be seeing it live. So let me draw it very fast. So in the middle here, I have the event, which is the message sent. Here I have the feelings. I'm not a very good writer because I'm a spoiled brat. Here I have behavior change. So here I have physiological reaction. It could be sweating, okay? It could be change of tone of voice, okay? And then the last one, it could be, let me see, behavior change, feelings, physiological reactions, and then thoughts. How you think. All this will change because of an event. Now, when you are entering, maybe for ladies, I want to come back to the ladies. You are entering a taxi, because most of us use taxis in Uganda, right? And then a gentleman touch your butts. What are you going to do? How are you going to do? Or how are you going to react? I am sorry, I'm asking the girls, okay? I'm still asking the girls. Somebody has changed to being a girl, huh? I'm only kidding. Yes.
If a man just taps or slaps my bum like that, I just turn around with that angry face to show him that I'm serious on this.
Thank you. That is emotional reaction. Are we together? Some people would just turn, show him, and gives him a very nice slap. Somebody say a good slap. Are we together? That is what we are talking about. When something happens, how you react, okay, is what I am talking about as emotion. Emotion is not just about feeling. Feeling is just one component of emotion. Are we getting it clearer? Are we together? Did you take breakfast? I'm in trouble. But are you understanding? Okay.
But since it is like we are feeling dizzy, I was requesting all of us to stand up, then we make some small stretch up, then we again sit. Let's all stand up. Let's stand up.
Let's stand up.
Yeah.
Thank you, that's a good idea.
Let's stand up and we make some stretching. Small stretching. Just a minute, then we can take back our seats. Okay. Thank you. Yes, we are done. We can take back our seats.
Did we stretch enough? Oh, okay. Normally when people are hungry, it's hardest to digest, ingest, and comprehend things. But at the same time, now that you have understood what emotion is, what are some of the emotions that you know? Can we mention? Yes, everybody's ready to mention. Pass it to another person after talking.
Okay, depression.
Depressed mode.
Crying. Emotions of love. Love.
Go ahead.
Hate.
Hate. Thank you. I need 3 more.
Excitement.
Excitement. Yes. Excellent. Sword.
And there is numb.
Numb. Thank you. Okay. We can mention as many as possible, but because of time, we are not going to talk much about it. The last person, please give her the mic. Please give her the mic.
Fear.
Fear. Great. So sometimes what we term as feelings are actually the emotions as well. So we have 5 or 4 cardinal emotions, basic emotions. One is fear. Another one is happiness, anger, sadness, and excitement. And finally, disgust. Person is reacting to a positive message or an appointment because you're now a what? An educator, a peer educator. Getting that appointment is a great thing and you celebrate, right? And the celebration means maybe you will dance, maybe you're happy about it or you are excited. That is emotion. Excitement is emotion. Being optimistic is emotion. Okay? Fear is emotion. So all these are ranges of emotions. Any question? So what are the benefits of emotion? Why do you think it's important for you to be emotional human being? I want those who are quiet. Those who have never spoken. Pass it.
I think it is also of communicating.
Great. Pass it to another one. You communicate using emotions. Great.
I think emotions make us human.
Yes, it makes us human. We are just human beings and we are being normal.
When you want to express how you're feeling towards something.
It's an expression of feelings. Great. Pass it to another person who has never spoken. Those who are quiet, please. I know you have great answers. Just put it to someone. Oh, that one has been speaking ever since. I want those who have never spoken.
I have a question. Just a question. About what she has just said. How comes also dogs have feelings? And dogs are not human.
Dogs have feelings.
Yeah.
And they're not human.
Yeah.
It's normal for a living thing to have feelings. Like dogs. Dogs are not very far from humans. And that's why sometimes we experiment on animals. Then we translate to human beings. Yeah? But the way the dogs express their feelings are quite unique and different from how human beings express their feelings. Okay? So sometimes we think emotions are bad. They drive actions. You take actions when you have emotion. When you're not emotional, sometimes you don't take action because you are numb. You are just there like a stone, a rock. It makes the other person know who you are and what is going on with you. It's a strong communication. Very, very strong communication. Emotions also help us to build bridges, social bridges, especially positive emotions. Many people with many friends normally experience positive emotions because people would want to be around them most times. And then emotions also help us in decision making. I heard of one prominent guy in Uganda here who was sacked from one of the hospitals. The guy benched down, sat down, and built his own hospital. And all of us are going and enjoying his service out of emotion. Are we together? So he made a decision, I'm not going to be employed by any other person, but I'm going to employ others. So that is also based on emotion. Emotion also helps us to know that you need support. It's a call for help. I need support. So emotion is very important. However, some emotions can be dangerous. And that is why we need to know how to manage our own emotions. Are we still together? Or we are listening to cutleries outside? I could hear certain things falling, bang, 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 and we have not taken breakfast. Huh? So what about stress? I was a student, and I'm still a student, because I learn from everyone every day. So normally when exams time comes, I feel like I'm a different person. I feel like everything is falling on me. I feel like I've not read much, and yet I have to write exams most of the time. At times I fail even to sleep because I think I'm not going to make it. At times I fail even to eat. So what is your experience? How many people are students here? Majority of us are students. What about those who work? Deadlines are there. Like I'm talking to you now, my annual report is needed tomorrow. And then the kids are supposed to go back to school. And then my hubby calls me and starts nagging. You know, honey, I'm not feeling well today. Honey, things are like this. He's not calling anywhere, but I'm just giving us an example. So part of me is with my hubby, my job, my papers, my everything. Okay? So that would pose a lot of physiological, mental, and emotional reaction. Are we together? Many people say they are stressed. When you say you are stressed, what do you mean? I have talked about mine. What about you? I need at least 3 people. Because we experience stress differently, what stresses Lucy may not stress you. Please, I need the most quiet persons. 3 quiet persons. Give to her. That one is not quiet. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, to my side, when I'm stressed, it's when like I have a lot, like maybe they need me this side, they need me the other side, they need me everywhere, and everyone is asking me, so I feel stressed out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Pass it to another person who wants to talk. Neighbor, you're welcome.
Thank you. Me particularly, when I'm stressed, I feel like that's a situation where I've not particularly completed the task I'm entitled to. And maybe the task will be the one that really enables me to be whom I am. So, give an example. Maybe I have a coursework or I have an exam, but truly I've not read anything. Maybe I was just slandering outside there, and then maybe the work or exam is tomorrow. So you'll just become stressed. Even at last, you'll not be able to do the exam in that kind of a time. Thank you.
Thank you. The last person, he was here. Oh, there's somebody who has never spoken. Nice. Give it to her. We'll come to you.
I think stress is like tension exerted upon a person due to demanding circumstances.
Do we have sticky notes here? My co-facilitator? Some sticky notes. I want people to write how they would know that they are stressed. How would you know that you are stressed? Some symptoms of stress. I'd like you to write this time around. Thank you. Just write, or on a piece of paper. How would you know that you are stressed? now that we know what stress is, how would you know that you are stressed? Some of the symptoms or the signs that would make you know that, I'm really, really stressed. And that we will stand, with that we are going to stand up, but this room is so small. We are going to stand up and shake a little bit. After writing, please stand up so that we shake. Who is our energizer lead? Who is the lead energizer? Get up. Please, please, let's get up. Up, up, up. Up, up, up.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
If you don't want to talk to me, it is okay. Hey. Okay, we're going to do a part together, yes? I was just joking, eh? Temungo ba, eh? I was joking. All right, are we ready? Get some space. You know how our siblings tell us to do a part together, 1, 2, 3, up to 10. When we reach 10, everyone squats, yes? And we shall go from 10 up to 1. No, don't say, yee. We are just trying to get up, yeah? All right, are we ready? Apart. People are not doing it. Please, apart, together. Apart, together. Apart. Now we are going to do it a little bit with swag, eh? It's all right. Apart, together. Apart, together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you.
Doctor, you see people are not fit, eh?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So thank you so much for writing. You will pass it to Leticia. Please collect all the writings that they've given, the symptoms, how they would know. I would like to get the first 5 and I read them out. Oh, I got a butterfly. Somebody said, I would know that I'm stressed when I lose appetite. Great. When you lose appetite, that is already a symptom of depression, of stress. And then I keep quiet. And then be uneasy or be easy. And then another person here is saying, okay, bad temper, weight gain, great. Any other? Being numb, okay, great. Lack sleep, talk to myself and have a headache. Do we agree with this? Do we all agree? Yes. Okay. So most times when we have stress, we are worn out. Physically, we are fatigued. We are not able to sleep. And some people think we are lazy. We carry ourselves with a lot of difficulties. So stress is a lot. And then also there are other aspects of the mind. You start worrying. You become so worried. Like you can be here and worried about exams. You are here but also worried about money for those who rent, house rent. You are here but worried about mom and dad. Or worried about grandfather. For instance, somebody who goes to grandfather. And then negativity, a lot of negativity. You look at the world very different. Everything is bad. People are bad. Situations are bad. Everything is bad. Mental health is not a very nice topic, my girls and boys. It's not very nice, but it's worth knowing yourself because it's talking about you. And then sometimes you become like, you can't think straight. You can't think straight. You find that you're thinking about this and you're lost in your own thoughts. And if you are asked, you cannot even like articulate yourself, what you're thinking. Another aspect of behavior is substance abuse. Some people told me they just go to the bar. Okay? You start taking substances because you want to feel high, you want to feel that kind of relief, but that is a very unhealthy coping mechanism, which does not work in the long run. Instead, it worsens the situation. And then loss of appetite. Some people wouldn't want to eat. Accidents. Many people who get accidents have mental health situations that they're struggling with. You can see the person very smart. The person has the money, the best phone in the world. Is it high? Everything is high. iPad, iPhone, high what? But you don't know what is going on in the life of that person. So let us not assume that somebody is okay until the person tells you he or she is okay. And even then, to me, even if you tell me I'm okay, I'm not yet okay with that answer. Because until when I find out what is going on in your life. And then restlessness. You can never rest. You sit here, something is happening, you find that, you know, I've just seen people pacing up and down. And some people cannot sit for a long time because they're racing all the time. You know, loneliness. Somebody told me, I just want to be alone. You want to be alone. You want to hide from the face of the world. You want to hide away from people, you know. So all this, and then worst of all, your emotion. So when we come to the emotional aspect, some people lose confidence in themselves and they're like, nobody, you know. I cannot meet deadlines, I cannot pass my exams, I cannot be good in bed, I cannot be good in my relationship, I am. No confidence. And then others would say, yeah, I guess things are out of hand. So they become very irritable. Something very small, whoosh, very small. Haven't you heard of people say, hey, don't try that one? Haven't you heard of it? When that person is overworked, don't even go to his or her office, or don't even go because he's reading. You try anything small. Well, okay? So sometimes it affects our physique, it affects the way we think, it affects our emotion, and it affects our behavior. Some people will just fight, blast you. Am I too fast? So what do you think can cause you stress? You, as an individual. You. At the moment as you sit, what is causing you stress? Can the mic move around really fast? What is causing you stress? Before you start with your neighbor, start from far. Then you come down to your neighbor.
When things are not moving the way I've planned them.
Goals. When goals are not met, your expectations are not met, you're likely to get stressed. Give it to another person.
Discrimination.
Yeah, when you feel discriminated.
Rent. Rent.
What?
Rent.
Rent, yes. When the end of the month comes, people think about rent if you're renting.
Social isolation.
Isolation, yes, can cause you a lot of stress. Hi, beautiful.
When my relationship is not going on well.
Relationships, yes. And finally, give the mic.
What causes me to get stressed? When I fail exams.
Great, that's very true. Thank you. So there's so many causes of stress, okay? It can be financial stress. It can be family problems. It can be relationship problems. It can be career related. So there's so many different causes of stress depending on what it is coming from your side. Are we together on this? Yeah. I need somebody technical to help us watch this video clip. At least let us watch something. Can somebody get it for us? Leticia, I think I shared. So at least watching will make us feel a little bit entertained and focused, right? Mm-hmm. So I want you, even if you sit, kindly try to reflect on your life. Because sometimes you think the person mad, or we call them mad, or the person sick. That is our ICU, by the way. You see somebody throwing stones now. That is a mental health emergency. Many young people are committing suicide. Why? Mental health. Do you know why people are committing suicide? Do you know why young people are dying of suicide? It's because of mental health. Somebody is struggling. The boyfriend finds her with another boy. You see? You are on campus. You see him moving with another girl. You collapse. And then the next thing is swallow. Or you fly. And yet you cannot even fly.
About what they are going through.
Thank you. Any other reason why young people are killing themselves?
Most of the times it is stress and depression.
Stress and depression. Thank you. I'm just going to give it random, so be ready.
Sometimes they kill themselves if they have
That one.
a banja, the debt.
Yes, thank you. Why are we killing ourselves? Why are we killing ourselves?
Yeah, most cases, okay, they're not many. Some of us, even if you're depressed, but because someone sees you over this open, outgoing and open-minded and free. So when they come and open up to you, hey Lucy, I'm depressed and everything's not okay, be like, you're lying. So they speak out, but they ignore it and they end up killing themselves.
Okay, it means people don't understand them, people don't listen to us, right?
Yeah. People feel rejected. Rejection, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Any other person? Yes, my dear.
Disappointment.
Disappointments in life. I told you, those who are quiet, they have a lot of answers.
Failure to reach a certain set goals.
When they're not able to reach their goals, I want to be a first-class student and I can't make it. What do I do? Why are we killing ourselves?
The same with his.
No, you're not him. You're not him. Can you say something?
I think, to me, it's like most people are disappointed, and like to them, it's too much to take in. And like sometimes you might have a friend you trust, and maybe that friend is not a trustworthy one. And if you find out like he has no solution to your problem, and like no one is there to maybe guide you, to support you, it's too much to take in, which drives you to commit suicide or take drugs.
Thank you so much. You see, it's amazing, huh? That's amazing.
To me, I think most young people are killing themselves because of they say social media and internet. They see their lives, then they compare to what they see, and they feel like they have failed to reach a certain level, and then they decide to kill themselves.
We pay much attention to what is not real. We dress up very smartly and stand near somebody's porch vehicle, and you think somebody has arrived.
For me, I think because of fear.
Thank you. The last, I have so many people behind me here. Why we are killing ourselves?
Let's have William. Good morning once again. William, why young people commit suicide? Some issues are family related, some are abused or harassed, then they commit suicide.
Yeah, some people are harassed.
Some people kill themselves when they feel to get an opportunity, and sometimes when they have paid full money, but when they can see on the airport, when they have increased their money, but when they have paid full in time. Okay,
Thank you so much. The last person? Yes, how are you?
Some people kill themselves because of lack of psychosocial support. Like
Thank you so much. Some people kill themselves because they are not supported. Yeah. So at least we know why we kill ourselves. And this is all about mental health. If you are not heard, if you have no outlet, if you feel like you're a failure in life, if you compare your lives to other people's lives, you look at the social media, somebody has made it big in life, then you are likely to go and kill yourself. But there is much more to that. If there was time, we would talk more about what is suicide. It is part of depression. It's a big symptom of depression. So I would like us to watch that clip, which is yet to come. It's going to talk a lot about depression and how we struggle with depression. Are we together? So we are going to pay a little much more attention to depression. And I hope today you are not pointing at people roaming the street as people who are mentally sick or people who are mad. We all have issues. You seated here, you have a mental health issue. I have a mental health issue because I lost my dad and I was daddy's girl. That girl who is always with dad all the time, most of the time. It gave me the confidence that I have today. And losing such a person who inspired me is still hanging around with me all the time. And each time I see his age mates, I still feel it's fresh because he died recently. So I'm struggling with what we call grief. Grief is one of the mental health conditions that you suffer after losing something or somebody significant to you. So all of us have it in one way or the other, but those you see roaming the street should have been in our own ICU, Butabika. They're sick. So if you cry for somebody who is in ICU with a physical illness, you should also cry for the other person because you're a candidate. You are a candidate. Can we say we are candidates? If you can end up in ICU, you can also end up on the street picking garbage. So let's have some empathy because all of us are candidates unless somebody comes to support you. It looks like, are we succeeding? So as they connect, we have heard a lot about depression. We have talked about depression, and we say people are killing themselves because of depression. But do we really know what depression is all about? Yes, I love that answer. What is it? Go ahead and nail it.
Well, I don't know how to explain it, but I have a personal experience with depression. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it to everyone, but well, I have a personal experience with it.
Please share, if you are open to.
Okay, yeah.
A low impact sharing. Thank you.
Yes, I've been to rehabilitation because of depression.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's something so bad. It can put you at your lowest, that's all I can say. Like, it's not good at all. And all I can tell my peers here, like, if you really have something to you, don't let it get to you. Like, get someone to talk to, get someone to interact with, let out how you feel. Because, well, me, my depression was caused by family. Like, my dad, then a stepfather coming in, adjusting to it, hating it. Well, one of the causes of depression, if you're here and you don't love yourself, you're depressed by that way, because if you don't have self-love, I don't know how to explain it, but if you don't love yourself, you think the world doesn't love you, you will try to seek for love. And when you seek for love, you get problems, because the love you want to get, you're not going to get it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. You gave us a summary. Can we clap for her? Actually, we have not been clapping for people. Can we clap it loud? Because sharing. Thank you so much. Sharing a personal experience takes an energy, okay? And a lot of confidence to share such personal experience. Any other person? Yes, thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
In my understanding, depression is a state of mind where someone feels hopeless, they feel sad, they feel like they can't continue with life because they feel worthless. And sometimes it can be characterized by someone wanting to end their life. Yeah, for starters.
Yes, that one. Excellent. Other people will add. You can share personal experience, or you can see, or maybe somebody you have seen struggling with depression.
I think my case, when like during that time when you're depressed, you feel the need to isolate yourself, and you feel like you can't talk to anyone because you feel like no one understands you. Any small thing anyone says to you, you overthink about it, and it makes you sadder.
Thank you. Anybody who wants to share?
Yeah, basically, my understanding of depression, whereby first and foremost, you feel the need like to withdraw from people. Like when you're around people, you feel like they are boring you, or like whatever they're doing doesn't make sense. Also, your interests that you used to enjoy begin meaning nothing to you. You find them as if they are stupid. Then you withdraw a lot from activity. You find like if you are, let's say, if you're a student, you feel like going for lectures no longer makes sense. Calling family no longer makes sense. Like no one is there to help you. You also feel like nothing's on it with you. Let's say like for personal hygiene, let's say like for sharing, be like, yeah, I'm fachi. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's a real struggle.
Mine is, I was once depressed and I shared it with a friend. And I thought like, because I hear that people who are depressed, they see psychiatrists. So I was like, should I see a psychiatrist? And a friend was like, that is wasted of money. So my question is, how can I advise someone like, there is mental health, like it really exists?
Come again, they want to hear because they're going to answer you.
How can I let this person understand that I have mental health and I need help? And they value it, instead of saying that it is wastage of money and something like that.
Thank you so much. That's a very nice question. Can we answer her before we go further? How can I make somebody understand that you have an issue and you need to treat it? It's not just a waste of money. Oh, from personal experience, and then we go to others.
Depression comes with acceptance. If you don't accept you're not okay, you're not going to get hope. It's okay not to be okay. So if you tell someone you're depressed and you tell them you want to see someone to talk to and they tell you it's wastage of money, because yes, from personal experience I would tell you rehabilitation is very expensive. So if you feel like you need someone to talk to, it doesn't have to be a therapist, it doesn't have to be a doctor. You can talk to yourself by the way, but if it's too much, like it's too much, you can get that person. In communities, we have counselors. If you have someone you're comfortable confiding in, like, you're going to open up. You're not going to close out, like keeping something, be like, okay, kamugambe ko bino byoka because I fear this and this. Depression comes with acceptance. Accept you're not okay. Accept I'm not fine, and that's where you're going to get helped.
Thank you. Yes?
I would like to answer my friend by saying, one, there are times when your talking also gets out of trust, right? But the first thing you should do is always believe that there is a solution. Yes? There is always a solution to every problem. That is why doctors say that these things are so small. When you go to them and they look at you and they be like, this one will get done. By the end of the day, what am I trying to bring is that as you get this stress, I believe all of us have that one specific person, that one person we trust. That whereby even if you called them, be it midnight, 3 a.m., and you tell them I have this issue, they are willing to listen and help you guide. I'm not saying that you should get someone you don't trust, but these are people that are always there. No matter you're happy, you're sad, you're where. But at least when you call them, wise. But sometimes if you smile, there's a way how you feel a little bit different. I don't know if it is medicine, but when you smile, there's how it brings out something. I guess I'm right.
Okay, thank you. Now, the last one, and then we are going to sit in 3 groups and watch a clip because we cannot project it up, okay? Because of technological difficulties. Are we together? And I think they're ready. There are 3 laptops. All of them are ready. So we are going to watch that clip. Pay attention to that clip because we have even coping mechanisms there. Are we together? Yeah, and then questions will come later, okay? Thank you. Last?
Okay, me, I was listening and I started asking myself questions that we would like to talk everything the way it is. Jerry, you were talking your point and I say, are we in literature or poems? But let's talk reality. These people commit suicide. Last year in England, a student came to their friends and she told them her problem. And one of the students said, the girl committed suicide. And after doing investigations in England, they came up with a precedence. Those who know laws, they came up with a precedence that if you talk ill to someone, when he tells you a problem and he does something wrong, you must carry a crime. Now in Uganda, Mabiris, a boy tested positive HIV, then he jumped from Mabiris. I don't know if you've ever had such incidences. But before he jumped, there was someone there, but while he was going to jump, someone was like, you do what you want, getting out the phone, recording. Now, these people, there's nowhere he can understand that I need help. He can understand maybe I do what. These things happened. Me, what I'm asking is, what are the solutions or the possible measures we need to take? Because there are certain people there who commit suicide. There are certain people who are depressed when they don't even have a single clue what's happening to them.
That's a very good concern. Okay, you are adding more words to that. Thank you.
I'm not
It's
adding
painful,
on what
but
he's saying, but you said, what can we do? One of the things that have to be done is sensitization, teaching the community. Because if the person wants to commit suicide, they're telling you, I'm going to jump off and all you do is, take out your phone. That definitely means this person is actually ignorant. But if this person knows anything about mental health and how to handle, how they can help someone in such a situation, maybe they can try to cool off this person, try to soothe them or, sweet talk them so that they can calm down. You understand? So I think one of the things that have to be done is sensitization, teaching people what to do.
Thank you so much. That's a big one. And can we have the video clip? And then we are going to answer some of them from the video clip. Organize yourselves in 3 groups. One group this side, another one. Could you please help us on the laptops? Stand up and get organized, round. You can make 3 groups, put in the middle. Like here, one group will watch from there. Another group will watch from another side. Yeah. I would like you to please have a chance, even if you are standing, watch quietly, and then we are going to talk about it.
This whole thing is a
Wait till like you try painting.
So I invested vast amounts of energy in keeping out the emotional life. He's exhausting. Black Dog could make me think. He could make me irritable. He could make me irreverent. He would take my love and bury mine to the sea. He loved nothing more than to wake me up with highly repetitive and negative thinking. He also liked to remind me how exhausted I was going to be the next day. Having a black dog in your life isn't so much about feeling a bit down, sad or blue. At its worst, it's about being devoid of feeling altogether. As I got older, the black dog got bigger and he started hanging around all the time. I'd chase him off with whatever I thought might send him. So I became rather good at self-medication, which never really helped. Eventually, I felt totally isolated from everything and everyone. Black Dog had finally succeeded in hijacking my life. We were lose or joy in life. This was the time I saw
data we hotspot.
this is my first step towards recovery.
Has enough data we hotspot.
I learned that it doesn't matter who you are, Black Dog affects millions and millions of people. It is plenty of opportunity. I also medication can help some, and others might need a different approach. His name is depression. Whenever the black dog made an appearance, I felt empty. Life just seemed to slow down. He would surprise me.
Hello? Can we listen to the clip for those who can listen, and for those who can interpret, please interpret. Thank you.
The black dog made me look and feel older than my years. When the rest of the world seemed to be enjoying life, I could only see it through the black dog. Activities that usually brought me pleasure suddenly ceased to. He liked to ruin my appetite. He chewed up my memory, my ability to concentrate. Doing anything afraid of that dog, then I taught him a few new tricks on my own. The more tired and stressed you are, the louder he barks. So it's important to learn how to quiet your mind. It's been clinically proven that regular exercise can be as effective for treating mild to moderate depression as antidepressants. So go for a walk or a run and leave them up behind. Keep a mood journal. Getting your thoughts on paper can be cathartic and often insightful. Also keep track of the things that you have to be grateful for. The most important thing to remember is that no matter how bad it gets, if you take the right steps, talk to the right people, Black Dog days can and will pass. I wouldn't say that I'm grateful for the Black Dog, but he's been an incredible teacher. He forced me to reevaluate and simplify my life. I learned that rather than running away from my problems, it's better to embrace them. The Black Dog may always be part of my life, and he'll never be the beast that he was. We have an understanding. I've learned through knowledge, patience, discipline, and humor, the voice of that dog can be made to hear. If you're in difficulty, never be afraid to ask for help. There is absolutely no shame in doing so. The only shame is missing out on life.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope you watched, you listened, and paid close attention. We are beyond time, but I would like to ask you, what did you take from the clip? What did you take from the clip? The mic.
One thing I learned from the clip is to always seek out for help, be open to your close family members, the people you live with, basically.
Thank you.
Yeah, to seek for help and embrace your problems instead of running away from them. To talk to someone.
Thank you very much. Amazing. Somebody's here. Okay.
We should learn to embrace our problems instead of running away from them.
Great. Somebody had a hand.
Regular exercising can reduce depression.
Thank you. Anybody here who wants to talk?
Yeah, thank you so much. What I learned from the video, never fear and continue requesting for help.
Thank you very much.
Actually, purposely, I have a question. And the question goes, is it right to move with the problem or get used to the problem or run away from the problem? Which one is right?
The question is coming to us. Is it right to run away from the problem, face the problem, or live with, or get used to the problem?
I'm still continuing. Because I've experienced purposely with, people living with an impairment, can be physically, can be mentally, and so forth. They always find a challenge of not accepting whom they are. The thing actually hit me by me failing to understand, because when they don't accept whom they are, it means they won't run away from what they are. So I'm failing to understand between the two. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you understand the question? Somebody's here to answer.
I think the best way we can or somebody can go about that is by embracing this very problem. That's the only way you can find a solution to live with it or do away with it. There are some things we can't change in our lives. We just have to embrace them and know how to love ourselves and go about each and everything that happens in our life. And slowly by slowly, shortly, we'll have some people also who will embrace the same things about us and be our friends and learn to live with us.
Wow, that's beautiful. Any other person who wants to support or wants to answer? Yes. I'm coming. There you go.
In my opinion, the most important thing is accept the problem and then develop a positive mind.
Thank you. That's great.
For me, what I think, we need to learn what we can control, or something that we have control over, and things we don't have control over. Like me being with a disability, it is something that I cannot control. But again, I can control the way I feel about it. And I can also control the perception. I mean, we need to create a distinction between the two, and let's get stressed over things that we can control than getting stressed over things that we can't control.
Thank you. Any other person? There's another person there at the corner. Pass the mic.
So to give like a solution to all the depression, the anxiety and all that stuff, with all that being said, like everything you guys are saying, seek for help, do this exercise and all that, yeah, that can be helpful. But like, I don't want us to forget that we always have to pray. Like, it's God who is always going to make that work, you know? Like, you can't be going to therapists, like, for rehab and all that, and you expect everything to be good. Like, it's just a simple prayer. Get on your knees, get on the prayer mat. That like actually should be the first step to your mental health. First pray to God, because God is always going to come through to us. Then these other things can come in later.
Great, great, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I agree with what Stamina said about God. But the funny thing with depression, you question yourself, you question God. Even if you get back to Him, you first question God. You be like, okay, I've prayed, I've gone to church, I've gone to the mosque, but I'm not okay, things are not working out. Why am I not fine? So with the questioning, you get to hate everything. God must be a first step, but the first step with healing, with being okay, is accepting who we are. As Juma has said, you accept some things we have control over them and some things we don't. My neighbor here, when he asked his question, when he gave her the mic, he told me, let's say you're poor. What do you do? And I was telling him, you can't run away from poverty. You only work hard not to be poor. Because when you run away from poverty, it's going to look for you. If I'm in Kampala and I go to Soroti because I'm running away from poverty in Kampala, you're still going to be poor in Soroti. You're supposed to find a solution. How do I survive in Kampala? How do I stay here? Like, so returning to God is not bad, but prayer does not help mental health.
Okay,
it does.
Thank you. This is becoming a heated debate. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask.
Can you give the mic? Please pass the mic to those who have never spoken. Answer up. There is that lady, and then okay. Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to speak a bit about what he has said about prayer and what she's also saying. So, every single person in this world believes in different things, and what their belief is in, where they put their faith. Most times it's what they stand on to bring themselves up. Most of us are working hard because they are people that are believing in us. We know that people are believing in us, so we are here for them. We are working for them. We are doing our best for them. When it comes to depression, it's a little bit tricky because we may talk a lot about it, but When someone gets depressed, they are fixed in their corner alone. And what is disturbing is something that will not depress my neighbor, that will think is, she may think it's small, and to me, it may throw me in a state of depression. So, most times what people believe in, when he says that when he goes to God, the Lord can lift him up, that is where his strength may be, and it may lift him. When you go to a therapist or to someone to talk, when you go to someone to talk to you, that person, you may believe that people talking to you can change you. Some people get out of depression by speaking out their hearts, talking about it. Other people just go into their corner and keep quiet until when they get better. But for me, what I have seen about depression is depression makes us feel unloved. It makes us feel like we want to be alone, and it isolates us from people. The best person, before we look at, when you find out someone is depressed, before you look at them picking themselves up, because when you are in a problem, it is difficult for you yourself to pick yourself up.
Okay.
But someone can give
Summarize.
you a hand. So, I'm summarizing.
They are kicking me. They're already kicking me out. I want to summarize.
Yes.
Okay,
So
just
one
2
last
words.
thing, someone can pick you up. So if we realize someone around us is depressed, we can go to them and get them out of that depression, because you yourself can do something to get them up. Talk to them, take them out for food, yeah, and those things.
Okay. Our time is up. I know the video can be intriguing. The discussion has gone to the next level, but I am supposed to get out of here even 30 minutes ago or even 40 minutes ago, right? So what I'm trying to say is mental health issues are real. We are struggling every day. And of course, to add on to that, some persons with disabilities or those who are living with disabilities sometimes face it even worse than us, because they are created a little bit unique. I say unique and special in a way, but they are normal human beings, just like any other person. However, they are uniquely created, or they are uniquely molded in a certain way. And that's why we need to give respect to them. However, in our society today, tomorrow, or yesterday, we find that they are stigmatized. And stigma can start from self. The way you feel about yourself is a big one. Social stigma is just an additional blow to you. Because first, how you perceive yourself. Have I accepted who I am? Like for me, I'm short. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm never growing taller than this. Even if I put on high-heeled shoes, I will never. I'm short. That shortness makes me what I am. So instead, we need somebody to journey with us to at least accept who we are, what we are, and how can we overcome. I know of so many people who were born with disabilities who have been really great in the world and are still doing great things in the world just through embracing their own disabilities. Some people are also mentally disabled, but if they stick to medication, they're very functional because they know their state. If they get support because they know their state, it's a journey that we take to acceptance. Acceptance is not easy because you look at other people that are different. And other people look at you and you look different. But that is what the world is made out of. It takes a mental energy to take that leap, which is very difficult and very painful, to say, yes, this is me. And I have to make the best use of me. I have seen so many people with disabilities trending on social media because they're now influencers, right? Yeah, they're trending. How? Get the energy. Get those who influence you. Get those who motivate you, you know? And stick around those who have good will and interest in your well-being. Very, very important. And then coming down to mental health, it is all about also how you perceive situation, how we respond to situation, how we react to situation. Very important. And of course, we are affected differently. In case something happens here, some of us will walk out smart and never affected and would wonder why the other person is affected. So we need to respect how people respond to situations because we are wired differently. Some people have high level of resilience while others do not have that high level of resilience based on so many factors, which I'm not going to talk about right now. Now, when we come to depression, depression is real. There are so many ways of coping which we have already mentioned, and there is that contentious issues between religiosity or spirituality is not religiosity. So between spirituality and therapy. Personally, if you say I'm going to visit a witch doctor and I feel better, hey, hallelujah, it's for you. So long as it makes you feel good, so long as it's going to contribute to your overall well-being, as long as it is not detrimental, it's not going to cause you more harm. Part of what I had prepared for you is about spirituality. Some people find solace in spirituality, which is a great thing. Some people don't believe in spirituality. And of course, if you think spirituality alone can make you get better without sharing, without tackling the problem, sometimes you remain in a gap. So, when we are doing therapy or doing our treatment, we do holistic treatment by psychosocial aspect. So we look at your relationship, spirituality, you look at many other things, how you think, how you behave. Therefore, if you are supposed to get holistic treatment, you need a lot to do. Some people are not spiritual, and we respect them, but they still heal. Others are highly spiritual, they can still heal. So let us respect our humanity and how we are created. But the most important thing is seek out for help. Be vigilant. Identify those red flags. Look at people you trust and seek out for help. Don't keep quiet. Are we together on this? We don't have much time. I have slides for you. You can read some of the coping mechanisms, but we have already talked a lot. Some people dance. Some people take a walk. Others meditate, relaxation exercises. You know, it depends on what resonates with your spirit. Are we together? For us, we don't impose, but what is it that resonates with your spirit? But what we discourage is use of drugs and alcohol because they can be more damaging than you think. So because of time, this topic is supposed to take almost a semester. But here I am struggling with you, and mental health is not nice. Is it nice, really? Some people say it's not nice because it's talking about you. You are discovering you. And there are certain things which are really painful that you are still thinking about and you are discovering. So with this, I want to say thank you for your patience and participation. We don't have that much time. Thank you.
We are coming